The Elephant and the Ant. In the heart of a dense forest, there lived a majestic elephant who strutted through the trees with an air of superiority. His large size and immense strength made him believe he was the ruler of the jungle, and he took pleasure in tormenting the smaller creatures around him. One day, as he paraded through the forest, he encountered a mama bird with her hatchlings in their nest perched on a branch. "Hey, mama bird!" yelled out the elephant. "Bow down to me, you and your hatchlings, as I am the mightiest and most majestic creature of all time." But the mama bird, unimpressed with his arrogance, ignored him and continued to care for her 3 little babies. Enraged by the bird's audacity, the elephant used his trunk to shake the tree, hoping to scare the bird into submission. However, the mama bird and her babies escaped unharmed, leaving the elephant fuming with frustration. As the elephant continued, he came across a rabbit, happily munching on carrots. Wanting to assert his superiority, the elephant decided to torment the rabbit. "Hey, tiny creature! Give me your carrots and bow down to me, as I am your superior!" yelled the arrogant elephant. But the rabbit, enjoying his meal, ignored him and continued eating. This infuriated the elephant, who snatched the carrots from the rabbit's grasp and devoured them in one bite. The rabbit, angered by the theft, ran off in search of more carrots. One day, while drinking water from the river, he encountered a hard-working ant collecting food for its colony. "Why are you collecting so much food, you tiny ant? Where will all this fit in you?" laughed the elephant. The ant replied calmly,
"It's going to rain soon, and I need to prepare for it."
With a sly and arrogant smile, the elephant sprayed water from his trunk, drenching the ant and ruining its hard-earned food. Undeterred by the elephant's bullying, the ant vowed to teach him a lesson. The next day, while the elephant was napping by the riverbank, the determined ant crept into his trunk and began to bite him relentlessly. Startled awake by the sudden pain, the elephant thrashed about, crying out for help as the persistent ant continued its assault. "Ow, ow, ow! Someone help me!" cried the elephant, but the ant ignored his pleas and preserved the bites. "Please, please stop! I'm in so much pain!" continued the elephant. Eventually, the ant victoriously emerged from the trunk, leaving the elephant humbled and remorseful for his actions. The immense animal was surprised that the cause of his pain was nothing but the tiny ant.
"See, this pain is similar to the one you caused to everyone in the forest,"
said the little ant.
"I hurt you physically, while you hurt us morally. Both have the same power, though the moral pain effect will last longer, while your physical pain will fade shortly. So please, always be aware that we, little creatures, are also able to hurt you, giant one, but we just choose not to."
Realizing the gravity of his wrong behavior, the elephant apologized to the ant, promising never to trouble it or any other creature in the forest again. From that day forward, he used his strength to protect and assist his fellow animals, earning their respect and admiration. And so, in the vast tapestry of the forest, the unlikely friendship between an elephant and an ant blossomed, teaching all who witnessed it that true strength lies not in domination or intimidation, but in kindness and empathy. The Wolf and the 7 Little Goats. Once upon a time, in a distant peaceful land, a mother goat and her 7 adorable children lived happily in a cozy cottage near the forest, where laughter and love filled the air. One day, the mother goat needed to fetch vegetables from town. Before leaving, she warned her kids about the big bad wolf lurking nearby.
"Dear children, I must go to town. Remember, never open the door to strangers, and beware of the big bad wolf. He won't spare you if he comes."
The 7 little kids responded harmonically.
Yes, Mother."
With a warm hug, the mother goat departed. Meanwhile, the hungry wolf prowled around the cottage, drawn by the scent of the little goats. He approached and knocked on the door. "Open up, my darlings. Mother is back." He growled in a rough voice, but the 7 little goats refused to open the door, recognizing the wolf's deceit.
You are not our mother. Your voice is harsh, while hers is soft and sweet.
Disheartened, the wolf searched for a solution. He spotted a house with helium balloons nearby, and an idea struck him. Inhaling helium, he returned to the cottage and knocked again. "Open the door, my sweet ones. Mother has returned." This time, the youngest goat checked under the door and remained unconvinced.
You're still not our mommy. Your feet are dark, while hers are white.
Determined to deceive, the wolf covered his dark paws with white flour from a nearby bakery. With his feet now white, he returned to the cottage and tried once more. "Open up, my darlings. Mummy is finally home, and she has gifts for each one of you." The wolf mimicked the mother goat's soft voice. The wary kids requested proof.
Show us your feet.
Seeing the white feet, they believed the wolf was their mother and opened the door eagerly. But their joy turned to fear as they faced the hungry wolf, ready to devour them with a menacing grin. "Didn't your mother warn you about strangers? Now you'll be my supper." The terrified goats scattered inside the house, seeking hiding spots. One hid in the laundry basket, another in the oven, one under the bed, while another tried to hide in a pot. Well, the wolf found them and captured 6 of the kids inside a big bag. But the youngest, cleverly hiding in the clock case, managed to escape. Planning a grim dinner, the wolf left the house carrying the big heavy bag and headed into the forest. By the river, he lay beneath a tree to rest a bit, and soon fell asleep with the bag next to him. Meanwhile, the mother goat returned to find her cottage in chaos.
Oh no! What happened here? Where are my sweet little kids?
Horrified, she searched for her missing children and heard a faint noise coming from the clock. Upon opening it, the scared baby goat leapt into her arms. Determined to rescue her other kids, the mother goat went out in pursuit to find the wolf. She spotted him sleeping beneath a tree, with the bag of captured goats beside him. She quickly released her little ones and devised a plan to end the wolf's threat. "Fetch some big stones, my sweethearts. We'll fill the wolf's bag while he sleeps," she instructed. The little goats obeyed, filling the bag with heavy stones. As the sun set, they returned home safely, grateful for their escape and their unbreakable bond. The next day, the thirsty wolf woke up and rushed to the river, carrying the heavy bag. But as he leaned in to drink, the weight of the stones pulled him into the water, never to be seen or heard from again. Peace returned to the forest, thanks to the bravery and cleverness of the mother goat and her little kids. The Old Man and His Grandson. Once upon a time, in a small village, lived a single father named Jack, affectionately known as Jack the Jolly, due to his perpetual cheerfulness. Jack adored his son, Hansel, and ensured he had a happy, love-filled childhood, never letting him feel the absence of a mother. He cooked, played games, and comforted the little boy when he felt sorrow, making sure Hansel always felt cherished and secure. Hansel grew up to be known as Hansel the Handsome. His charming looks and kind nature earned him this nickname. He cared for Jack, remembering his sacrifices and love. The young man ensured that his father never felt alone. One day, Hansel fell in love with a girl named Elsie, and they married with Jack's blessing. However, it wasn't long before Elsie showed her true colors, pulling Hansel away from his father. "Hansel, where are you going?" "To check on my father." "And what about me?" "Of course, sweetheart. I'll stay with you." Under Elsie's influence, Hansel neglected Jack, who grew lonely. However, when Elsie gave birth to their son, Harry, Jack found joy in his grandson, but Elsie, jealous of their bond, wanted Jack out of the house.
Why don't you send him away to an old age home?
But this is his house. Also, we need someone to take care of Harry.
You're right, but I'm telling you, this can't go on forever. I want him out of this house soon.
8 years later, Jack's health declined significantly. One day, during dinner, his trembling hand spilt broth on an expensive tablecloth, making Elsie furious. In response, Elsie demanded that Jack eat behind the stove, and when he dropped his bowl and broke it, he was given a wooden bowl to eat from. Harry, Jack's only comfort, often sat with him to keep him company and bring a smile to his sad face. Weeks passed, and one day, Hansel and Elsie saw Harry collecting wood and playing with it.
Look how innocently our son plays.
What are you doing, Harry?
Building a home for us? No, I'm making wooden bowls for you.
Wooden bowls? But son, we don't need wooden bowls.
Not now, but when you're old like Grandpa. I don't want you to be breaking earthenware. That's why I'm making them now.
Hansel and Elsie were struck by their son's words, realizing the cruelty they had inflicted on Jack. The innocence of Harry's actions mirrored their future, awakening a sense of shame and remorse in them. "We've been so unkind," Hansel lamented, his voice heavy with regret.
Let's treat Father better,
Elsie agreed, tears welling in her eyes. Their son made them realize that one should always take care of his parents when they are old, or they take care of him when he is young. From that day forward, they took good care of Jack, ensuring he ate with them and was surrounded by love and respect. Hansel vowed to always honor his father. Jack's final years were filled with warmth, uniting the family once again.